Hey guys, so the other day I was pootling around on Facebook when this image turned up on my feed, and you probably don't know this about me, but I'm a bit of a history buff, and to say that I was a little bit peed off, well, it would be an understatement. I was livid. If we're going to talk about these particular plagues, then let's just point out that the 1820 cholera was actually started in 1816. It went on for 10 years and it was only the first of 7. This was apparently started in Bengal and was only really affected most of Eastern Asia. It didn't really affect Britain until 1832. So I actually found it really difficult to find any images or really any information at all about the 1816 pandemic. The Spanish flu started in 1918, not 1920, and the 1720 plague was only in Marseille in that year. It wasn't a worldwide plague as the others in this list were. So if we're talking about individual countries now, then how come it hasn't mentioned the 70-year sweating sickness in Tudor England, or the 1772 Persian plague? And if we're still talking about worldwide plagues, then why hasn't it mentioned the Black Death, which started in 1331, or the smallpox plague, which has been going on for generations and wiped out entire civilizations, multiple smallpox epidemics. It only seems to be mentioning the epidemics that have affected the Americas. So I wonder why the 1847 typhus epidemic, or I wish I knew how to say this word properly, the Coco-Litzli epidemics between 1545 and 1580 killed about 18 million people hasn't been mentioned. I mean, they haven't even mentioned the 1665 plague. That's one that you really can't miss out if you're going to be talking about great plagues in history. It's kind of the one that everyone's mind immediately goes to. I don't pretend to be an expert in history or in epidemics or anything of the sort, but if you're going to make assertions like this, get your facts right. And I hope I've shown, if nothing else, that history does repeat itself, but a lot more often than you think it does. So as I've said, history is one of my passions, and I think that I'm going to start making a couple of history videos on here, as well as my music. Currently thinking Epidemics Through the Ages has a nice ring to it. I am having some issues with getting my music set up on my computer, so it might be a bit of a fill-in for a while. Also, I promise this isn't me trying to be a show-off in terms of look at how much history I know. It's literally a bit of a rant, a bit of a vent, and I want to talk about stuff that I'm passionate about on my channel, because why not? So let me know if you'd like to hear more from me about epidemics throughout history. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and let's see how it goes. Stay safe everyone. Thanks, bye.